It is starting to feel like Uptober has begun. And with everything going on, we had a big macro event at the beginning of this month that drove the market down. We're seeing a big recovery right now. We're seeing meme coins absolutely surge in this market. So I'm going to go over today. There's actually not a lot of news like in the gaming space. We're going to go over just the overall market, where I see this heading and the factors behind that, as well as coins that really today we're going to focus on culture and community, because what we're seeing in the market right now with meme coins. Let's just go look at the 7 days and look at the 30 days. We have 𝗔𝗦𝗫𝗏, 𝗪𝗘𝗫𝗏, 𝗪𝗘𝗘𝗫. Some of the biggest gainers are simply meme coins. If we go to the 30 day, it's the exact same thing. You have Billy, Gummy, 𝗪𝗢𝗥𝗍𝗍, all these big meme coins that are moving, and they're moving the fastest. So why is this, and what can you be doing even within the AI and the gaming space? I'm going to give you some of my biggest culture coin plays in this video, so you can jump in and ride the wave with some of these communities that make the most noise. And that's exactly why stuff like 𝗪𝗢𝗥𝗍𝗍 and these other top memes dominate, because of the culture behind the coin. So let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more every single week and every day here on In the Game. And a quick shout out to all of our sponsors here on In the Game. We have WEEX, which is a new one we'll talk about here in just a second. We have 𝗪𝗡𝗥, we have Moon Tropica, as well as Ledger. So we'll jump in down below. You can check out all of our sponsors, but we do have a new exchange sponsor, and from Blowfin, you guys love the no KYC. This is one of the biggest upcoming exchanges in the Asian market. It is called WEEX. Very low fees, lower than its competitors. As well, you can jump in and trade over 450 pairs at this point in time with fees as low as 0%. Jump in down below with WEEX. You get a bonus whenever you do sign up, as well no KYC. So like if you're in America or in a jurisdiction where some of these exchanges shut you out, you can utilize WEEX down below in the description. Let's dive into it. And it is time to lean forward in your chairs, ladies and gentlemen, because the market is moving quickly. If we go look here, 16% on the month for Bitcoin right now. Absolutely insane. Up another 1.5% today after taking a tumble to start the month. And this is how Uptober works. I said it on the very last video that usually the market shapes up and actually starts moving to the upside in about the middle of the month. And we're getting there, and we're starting to see a pretty large surge in this market. Let's just take a look at this price action. Even over the last week, we went from 64 all the way down here to almost, we did break into the 59s temporarily. And now we're back up here, testing that 64K level. I think that we're going to probably see what we've all been speculating on, a Q4 pump. And right now, obviously, election season, we're in the midst of Uptober. We had a rate cut. We have Chinese stimulus. A lot of good things going on for the market right now. And with the election season, I think it's fair to say that one of the candidates is more pro-crypto than the other. And right now, Trump has a 54% odds to win currently. And I feel like that is increasing by the day as things just progress. I think as we see it, first of all, for the crypto people, he is more bullish on crypto than the incumbent party, as well as just the sentiment of the public is shifting towards Trump at the moment, which I do think will make and let me make this clear. This doesn't depict if a bull run happens. It depicts how fast a bull run happens. And I think one side of the coin has a much faster velocity to a bull run than the other side. Will a bull run happen over the next 12 months? Yes. Either way that the coin flips, we're going to see that. But I think one side has a much quicker route to get there. So that's the way that I'm viewing it. So right now the velocity is in the court, and we're seeing it right now. We're around those 64K levels. So what should you be looking at in this market? Well, I tweeted this yesterday, and it was a pretty good day to tweet it. The next 10 days, I think, are going to be very fun in the market. I think you're going to see Bitcoin continuing to surge upward. I think we're going to see altcoins and meme coins completely going crazy over this point in time. But for me, you need to be looking at the coins that have big communities and cults behind it. Now, that doesn't all mean everything. And whenever I'm saying this, I'm not saying XRP or Cardano or Hex. No. We're talking about culture. The cults is the culture behind the coin. That is more what I am alluding to today. Things like MOG, Brett, WIF, these types of coins have absolutely crazy communities and crazy cults. As Elio, and he's quoting Binance here, community is the real flex. So let's start with gaming. And as I mentioned, there's not a lot of news right now to start the week. It's more so like the market's moving quickly, and you want to be in coins that are strongly positioned in the narrative as well, that have great community, great marketing behind them, because that's what's moving right now. As we said at the very beginning of the show, we see MOG up 130%. This thing's pushing towards $1 billion. So I hope you guys have been tailing me on that trade. We have 𝗪𝗓𝗏 up 248%, Superverse up 84%. And that's where we're going to start with the culture. Superverse, Elio's doing a great job over here of making this the culture coin of gaming, kind of like a meme coin-esque marketing strategy for gaming. And I think that's what's been missing. All these games take themselves way too seriously, and they say, oh, we're this AAA first-person shooter, and then they're way too front-facing, like trying to be so professional, when at the end of the day, like, is there any professionalism in Pepe, Dogecoin, Shiba, MOG, Brett? No. It's all about the culture. It's degen. It feels good. The marketing's great. The comedy, the humor, everything about it. And Superverse is now gearing up to that type of a kind of a culture around the coin. And whenever I spoke to Elio out in Singapore, this is his goal. He wants to make Super that kind of meme-esque culture coin of gaming. And with the games that they've lined up on the chain, or the platform, I should say, with Off the Grid, you have My Pet Hooligan, you have Treeverse, you have a lot of these different games that are flocking to join the Super ecosystem. I think it just makes sense why this is one of the biggest culture coins in crypto. Also Prime. Prime has a fantastic backing as far as community and culture. So for me, like the culture coins at the top level of gaming, I would say are Prime and Super. And there's a reason they were the top 2 coins on my gaming tier list. So as far as the top of the line projects, that's where I would be looking for culture. While we're moving down the market cap ladder, we have Moon Tropica, obviously a sponsor on this show, but their token never ceases to amaze me. Like, the price action is always absolutely on point, and it moves aggressively with the market. They did have a little bit of a Twitter compromise this last week, which is why you're seeing a 20% dip. I expect this to be eaten up quite quickly, if I have to be honest with you, as altcoins swing up this week and throughout the month. So I would be betting on the community as well. So if you're looking for lower market cap plays into a really good culture and community coin, I would be looking at Moon Tropica, because right now, as mentioned, these things are moving the fastest. I'll even skip forward a little bit with 𝗏. 𝗏 is a cult. Like, the people who support this are all in on 𝗏. And there's a reason why it's doing what it's doing at this stage of the market. So you want projects with good strength, good volume, good community and marketing, as well, like, that is just in the narrative. People are excited about it. People are talking about it. You want that in your investments. And this is not to say you should be shuffling around. Everything's going to catch a bid this cycle. I'm not saying every coin is going to catch a bid. I am saying that every narrative, gaming, AI, RWA, DePIN, memes, L1s, L2s, specific chains, you're going to see the rotation as normal. It's just a matter of when that happens. But you do want the horses that you're betting on to be fast. And that's what's my main priority this cycle. I want to be in coins that move quickly with the market, that have such strength behind them that I don't have to question if I'm in the right coins or not, right? And that's what I'm positioning myself to do right now. Another one, Nakamoto Games. This one obviously has been around for quite some time. But one thing you have to say about Naka, number one, their community is insane. Number two, and there's a reason why, people I think were shocked on my gaming tier list. At the top of the B tier, I think the 2 top coins I had were both of Moon Tropica and Nakamoto Games. But Naka, it's undoubted what they've put together. They have a massive community. They're all over the timeline. But most importantly, they front ran the Telegram narrative. I remember over a year ago, whenever Naka was really pushing Telegram, and I was kind of like at the time, like, I don't know. I kind of think that that's maybe not the best narrative. And it literally shaped up to be the biggest narrative of the beginning of this year. Like Ton Games, Telegram, that has really turbocharged what people have done in gaming as far as like a user standpoint. They were way ahead of the curve here. And I think that that speaks volume. And at this point, it's wild to see because we've seen Naka grow from an infant coin. You know, this thing is now 100 million market cap. Pretty crazy. So to me, this has a pretty solid floor. So if you're going to get involved in gaming coins that just have a massive culture behind them, I would probably be looking at Super, Prime, Moon Tropica. I would be looking at Nakamoto Games. And then if I'm moving down, let's filter by market cap here. Yeah, okay, market cap. Perfect. And another one I would probably be eyeing in on is Carrot. The culture here is crazy. Like the community for the My Pet Hooligan coin is top tier. And these are the types of things you want. You want that high level support. And that's what I'm focused on right now in my personal portfolio. Even gaming, I need a little meme ability. I need a little bit of diving deep into the Web3 culture, not so much trying to be this corporate frontward facing BS that right now in the cycle, no one really cares about. So as far as gaming, that's what I would be looking at. We do have a few big things coming up. Ton Station TGE in about a month. So if you're not farming Ton Station, jump onto their Twitter, hit the link, or go over to Rand Show and hit the link in his bio. I'm pretty sure that he is doing something with Ton Station. And we've been talking about Ton Station for some months at this point. So I would go check that out if you haven't already. It's one of the easiest airdrops to get involved with. And this thing is launching. What you're farming is at 2.5 million FDV. Super low. Whenever you're talking about Hamster Combat and these other ones, they're way overvalued already. So this is getting in at the ground floor of an upcoming ecosystem. And then if you're also bullish on Telegram, I'll leave this in the description down below. Join Team Hustle. We have the Pixel Survival competition with Play Network, which used to be Ready GG. It's a pretty hyped upcoming project. And whenever you see it's me versus Virtual Bacon in this. So if you're bullish Telegram, if you play Telegram games, or if you want to compete for some prizes, drop down in the description. Your score will boost your team's leaderboard. Treasure awaits the most skilled players. 1 iPhone for the #1 spot on the leaderboard. The top percentile get an airdrop of the Play token, a legendary or rare pet for everyone on the winning team, and on-chain proof of your S-tier skills. So you can play as me. You can play as Bacon. I hope you come through and join my side here. But, oh yeah, Sam says Team Hustle. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So join the squad down below and we can dive into it and get this thing cracking. So if you're bullish on TG, I'll leave that link down below in the description. And you can compete alongside me for some prizes. And then I know one project that I've actually not talked about too much on this channel. They've made some gaming noise in the past. I could kind of see this formulating kind of a narrative behind it, like recently what 𝗬𝗎 did, but at a lower, I wouldn't say lower level, but at a smaller scale, because 𝗬𝗎 really did take over the narrative like over the last like 45 days. It was super hot. But 𝗏𝗏𝗏 right now is gaining a little bit of traction in not only just chain sector, but really the gaming sector. They recently took on, DeFi Kingdoms. So DeFi Kingdoms is now joining the Coliseum PvP is live on 𝗏𝗏𝗏. I know 𝗏𝗏𝗏 wants to lean more into the gaming space as an L2. It could be a pretty good fit for their blockchain. But right now, up 26% this month for an L2 chain as functional as 𝗏𝗏𝗏. I think that this has pretty good growth potential, especially during this alt season. And I know you guys always heckle me. You want new coins. This is one I'm keyed in on this month. I think that throughout October, you're going to see 𝗏𝗏𝗏 grow quite a bit. I think they have some really good updates coming through the pipeline, and I think they're going to lean into the culture and gaming more. So this is also one, we've talked about all the other coins, Prime, Super, Naka. We've talked about Moon Tropica. We've talked about Ton Station. But this is one I've never even brought to the channel before. I have my eyes on this for growth this month. I wouldn't be surprised to see this one keep trending upwards throughout the month of October. So there is all of your degen. If you want a new coin, That's what I'm looking at this month for some major growth. Moving on to some upcoming TGEs, we have Carve, which, they did $35 million in node sales. They've raised from the top VCs. This thing is going to get elite exchange listings as well. I can't confirm exactly what the listings are going to be, but from the looks of it, they're already trading on Bybit at multiples of what they raised at. So on 10/10, so October 10th, this goes live. Mix of a gaming and AI coin here. So I'm looking forward to Carve's TGE. And then, the elephant in the room, we have to talk about it, is memes and AI. So we've seen 𝗤. 𝗤 is doing ridiculous numbers, like 162% this month on a $4 billion token. This is what you want to see. And this is why we're banking on strength. A little over a month ago, when I gave you my 10 coins, that the only ones you really need to be holding, there's a reason why 𝗤 was in there. There's a reason why 𝗪𝗡 was in there. There's a reason why 𝗪𝗘𝗘𝗫 was in there. There's a reason why Super was in that stack, because you find the horses that have strength and you run with them. So in the AI sector specifically, I'm going to roll up and we're going to change the watch list quickly to AI. Obviously, like I said, 𝗤 is in a league of its own right now. But if you're looking for maybe lower market cap plays currently, I would be looking at Humans AI, the heart token. I would be looking at GPU. I would probably, let's see. I would be looking at heart. I'd be looking at GPU, and personally, obviously Prime. Those are three that I would definitely be DCAing at this point in time, and these three are just so undervalued. I think Prime goes to multiple billions this cycle. I think we see some of these lower market cap stuff like GPU or heart hit high hundreds of millions, if not $1 billion market cap at some point in this cycle. And this just goes to show we're not even close to alt season or the top of this market. We have not seen the valuations that just make your head spin yet. So there's so much opportunity here within memes, AI, etc. And for meme coins, my thesis hasn't changed. 𝗪𝗡, 𝗪𝗘𝗘. I think Sundog's going to keep killing it. I think you can't go wrong with a whiff or a Pepe. But for me, 𝗪𝗡 and 𝗪𝗘𝗓, those are my two main plays. And I'm sticking with that because meme coins aren't my expertise. However, I know exactly what's happening with memes and just the culture of things right now. And meme coin super cycle is firmly in effect. Let's get into a couple final notes here before we wrap up the show. Seed World also goes live on October 11th. So one day after Carve's TGE, we're going to see Seed World TGE. They're doing their Seed Roots sale now. It's kind of like the nodes of their ecosystem. If you want to kind of like liken it to something else in crypto, you get 20% unlock at TGE plus emissions. You get active rewards for fueling grants to right builders. You have 30% of Seed World supply at minimum and 15% cash back for referrers and 5% discount for buyers. So pretty good deal here. I'm not going to push you a link in the description down below. Not going to say, go buy off my referral link, nothing like that. I'm just really bullish on Seed World. I think they're going to crush this TGE. The market's heating up. I think it's a great time to do a launch. And I think Carve and Seed World could hopefully show us, that TGEs for pre-gaming tokens are not dead. And then last but not least, we have Lizard Labs, and I got confirmation last week. A few people in the comments had questions that the leaderboard only showed 500 people. I think it's going to be more like 5,000 people get an airdrop here for Lizard Labs or more. They're doing a couple different campaigns. They're giving out $3 million in Lizcoin. So you have plenty of opportunities here, and they're not giving it to everyone. They will be capping this off, but I think a little over 5,000 people will be getting this airdrop. So you do have a really good chance of jumping in, participating. If you want a guaranteed airdrop, you can buy an ETH Lizard off the secondary marketplace. It's an NFT collection, or you can jump in and, make content, farm your rewards. You can go in and just participate in the questing program and try to get in that top 500 on the 𝗙𝗪𝗥𝗟𝗗 leaderboard, or for the programmatic leaderboard, you can qualify with some other eligibility factors. So jump down below. I'll also leave this in the description if you want to go farm the Lizcoin airdrop in the Lizard Lounge. I'll leave that for you in the description. And of course, a big shout out to our sponsor, Ledger. If you're not protecting your crypto as at high of a level as you possibly can, you're going to probably be susceptible to things throughout this cycle. As things heat up, more scams happen. That's just unfortunately how the space works. When we get closer to the bull run, you're going to be seeing way more spam tweets, way more scam in your inbox from MetaMask telling you to recover your password with an email, which you never use an email on MetaMask. It's these simple things, but the one thing that can keep you safe, and if you are smart and keep it cold, don't interact with protocols with a ledger. Ledger Stacks, this is the coolest ledger by far. Mine's almost here. It's being shipped out now, so whenever I get it, I will show you exactly how this thing works, but one of the coolest interfaces for a cold wallet that I've ever seen. You can jump down below and take advantage of a little bit of a discount, I believe, in the description down below. So that's really going to cap off the show, guys. Like I said, there's not a lot of news in the gaming space this weekend. I think where everyone's just glued into the markets and meme coins are really dominating. So really the point of today's show is find projects that operate their marketing like meme coins, because that's what's relating with people. You want liquidity, you want strength, and you want coins that people care about. And when you look at the gaming space, stuff like Super, Prime, Moon Tropica, Nakamoto Games, when you look at AI, stuff like 𝗏 is super leaning into the culture. Then you go look at meme coins, they're the example. The Bretts, the MOG is the best example of how to resonate with crypto people. So that's my focus right now. I want coins that are operating at a level of marketing like memes. Because if you're just operating like a corporate functionality, Web 2, front-facing, people don't resonate with that anymore. It's culture cycle and it's meme coin super cycle. So you want to find coins that have strength across their project, similar to what meme coins do to relate to people. So like the video down below and subscribe. And to recap, I am bullish AF about October. Things are shaping up probably exactly how we would have thought. A little bit of a scare at the beginning of the month. Now we're seeing an upwards trend in this market. I think that this continues. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And what are the culture coins / communities that you're the most bullish on whenever you look at a coin and you say, wow, the network effect here, the social media, the people involved. Which coins are you dialed in on aside from memes? Because as I said, memes are the example. Are there any gaming, AI, RWA coins that have this type of marketing? Let me know down below in the description what you're looking at. And of course, your thesis on October. And I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, play well, my friends.